What up, losers?
Sup, suckers?
Guess what? Aaron and I have a goddamn for you motherfuckers. Hope you're having a great day. Because we just recorded this entire episode and then realized that Aaron's track wasn't on.
Or yours, we're not sure. I think it probably was mine, yeah.
It always is yours. Yours at the top. Also, good though, because my mic was turned sideways the entire fucking time. I just turned it the right way. So, welcome to the shit show that is our podcast. I said goddamn.
God damn!
One of these days, we're going to be like, this is seamless, you know?
You guys, I almost got through my entire fucking story.
It's not this day. It's going to be seamless.
It's not today.
Today is not the day.
So we hope your day is going better than ours.
Yeah, but listen,
What?
we get to hang out a little bit longer.
I know, I'm so excited. And I walked in to go to the bathroom to tell Lee what had happened. And I just said it really fast. I walked into the living room and I was like, anyway, we were almost done with my story, but then Aaron's track wasn't on, so we're going to have to re-record. Bye. And then I went to the bathroom and then he walked into the bathroom, scared the shit out of me. And he goes, are you going to cry?
Aww.
And I was like, no, it was my fault.
Aww. Would you have cried if it was my fault?
No.
You're
but
like, that stupid bitch.
no, but I mean, like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, right.
It is what it
Exactly.
is.
Like, oh well.
Sucks. You look like you were about to cry when you were like, but he was so nice about it. He's like, don't worry, take your time. Because I was like, I mean, hey, good news is it won't take us fucking 4 hours to record because I know my notes.
Yeah,
I read them.
We've practiced it, read
Yeah.
through one time or two, but
yeah, you're
listen.
you're gonna get different jokes this time.
You're going to get different jokes this time. And also, I've probably already forgotten most of it.
I know.
I live in the moment. So
Yeah, what's happening?
some of my reactions will still be genuine, I'm sure.
They'll be different.
Yeah.
So, Aaron, do you want to hit me with your goddamn?
Well, I do. I would love to. So
I'm gonna totally not have any idea what this goddamn's gonna be.
I know this is news to you.
Yeah, I
but
can't wait to hear it.
Just want to share with everyone.
Yes, tell the people what's happening in your life.
Today, I spent far too much money buying chickens.
Honestly, though, how much per chicken? Ballpark.
They're cheap as fuck. So chickens are between like, I don't know, $4 and $10, right?
See, I'm around the $4 area is what I'm familiar with in my life.
Yeah.
$10 a chicken.
Yeah, that's for like fancy fucking chickens. And I don't remember if any of mine were fancy. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't remember.
I mean, do they have like the fancy little legs that look like they're wearing pants?
They don't have fancy legs that look like they're wearing pants,
What?
but they're
We
fucking
need to
cute
get
and
you
they lay different colored eggs.
I'm so excited for that. You're going to have like a mosaic of eggs.
I'm gonna have green ones. Okay, so we got 2 sets of each.
I
And
was
we
going to
got-
ask, do you have to buy them in pairs? Will they get lonely?
You don't have to, but so also I spent far too much money on chickens because we got a like small quantity order and they were like, anyway, it's an additional $35 for a small quantity. So
Oh.
it would have been like $30 for chickens and then tack on another $30.
Oh, God. And then that, like,
And-
if you spent $60 on chickens to have a large order of chickens, that's too many chickens.
That's a lot of chickens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, they offer to throw in a free mystery chicken. Chick.
Did you?
No.
What do you mean no? Who
Well-
doesn't take an opportunity like that? Dumbass.
Honestly, I thought the same thing. And I had the box checked and everything. Like, yeah, of course, obviously.
Yeah.
Who would say no? And they're like, we got a lot of rare chickens too. So, like, you never know what you're going to get.
It's like those like gemstone things that they have on
Literally.
TikTok all the time.
Exactly. And they're
Like,
like, do you
what
want
are
an
you
extra
gonna get?
oyster to fucking open up your pearls or whatever?
Ooh.
But they said it'll most likely be male because they have an abundance of males because
Really?
nobody wants a goddamn rooster.
Fucking seriously.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that shit. Uncheck the box.
That's literally why I was like, "Meh, okay, never mind. I don't need a rooster.
Yeah.
I would like eggs, not fucking baby chicks.
Oh my God.
You know?
How does, riddle me this,
Mm-hmm.
how does a rooster impregnate an egg?
It impregnates the chicken?
But okay, whatever. How does it
Same way a
Fertilize.
sperm impregnates your egg.
is it the
Ye-
same way?
Yeah.
Because like chickens just continually have a fucking string of eggs ready to make.
Yeah. So remember, who looked up fucking chicken mating? And it's a cochlear,
Oh, yeah, they just
cockle.
shake on top of each other.
Yeah.
And then the jizz somehow gets in there. And
And
I
they-
was like, wait, I have more questions. And nobody had any answers. So
Yeah.
I'm still confused.
I don't know. I think that because their shells are soft when they first come out.
Oh, wait,
So-
wait. Was this the conversation where we were having where, like, their fuzzy
Cockle
lips
feathers
touch?
catch it. Yeah.
You guys, look up chicken mating. And somebody explain it to me like I'm 5 because...
I don't know how it gets to the egg, but I'm assuming it's like the same, right?
You think
it has
it's
to
jizz?
impregnate it inside. Yeah, it's got to be.
Chicken's jizz.
Maybe when like the egg comes out, the jizz gets on it.
Do all mammals jizz? Is a chicken a mammal? No.
I don't know.
Is that an
No, it's a fowl, right?
There we go.
Or poultry. Or,
aviator?
yeah, what are those called?
Jesus Christ.
Is that a mammal?
Do you remember how I just said that we recorded an entire episode without your track? Like, we cannot also try to figure out
If chickens are mammals.
if they fucking jizz. Like, do reptiles jizz?
I mean, they must.
Spiders?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
Insects? Earwigs? Do they jizz?
Did you know bees jizz so hard they die?
That is the funnest fact.
I
have
learned
ever
that
heard.
today.
They jizz so hard they die?
Yeah.
It's like the one time you get to fucking jizz in the queen.
And he goes up and he's like, "This is my time."
Yeah, I've
and
seen
then he
this.
just fucking
Porno.
out of the eye, out of the sky, not the eye.
Oh,
The-
God. Right in the eye. Out
right
of
in
the
the
sky.
eye.
Could you
talent
imagine
was
if he
wasted. Yeah, that would be fucking horrible. Also, there was actual, like, it looked like jizz when the bee fell off of her. And I was like, interesting.
Were you watching, like, Animal Planet?
Nope.
The bee just falls off, like, fuck, I'm done.
Yeah, it was like, and then it fucking
Does it
came.
doggy style?
Yeah, it was like on her back. Like she was
Wow.
flying, and then he was like, bam.
They were flying?
Yeah.
It's
She
better
was
and
like,
better.
I don't have time. Hop on.
Yeah, if you want it, come get it.
Listen, you're sacrificing for this, not fucking me, okay?
And he jizzes so hard he dies.
Honey, jizzes so hard he dies. And like there was like fucking shit caked on her abdomen. Good word.
Ew. Her thorax.
Yeah. Good word.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah.
I need to see what bee jizz looks like. You know, some fucking weird ass hippie over there is collecting bee jizz and putting it in like lipstick.
Ugh.
It's good for your wrinkles.
Really smooths them out.
Yeah. Bee jizz has got to be good for something.
I think it was on Reddit. I'll see it if I can find it again.
Yeah, I'm
Send it
going to
you.
need to see that. I have questions.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I'm getting a lot of chicken.
But I need to know about like the egg part. Like animals that lay eggs, how does it happen? How does the spermie break through the egg of the shell and like fertilize it?
I don't listen. I'm not a
I know, me
mathematician.
either. Me either. Anyway, so Aaron's getting chickens, goddammit.
I'm getting chickens, goddammit, and I'm so fucking excited.
I'm excited
I'm
for you.
so fucking excited.
I'm gonna eat your eggs, girl.
Eat those eggs.
How you
yeah.
like your eggs?
Fried, fertilized, not fertilized, not today. I said no thanks.
Uncheck that box.
Uncheck
bitch.
that box. But I did check the boxes that were like, do you want us to vaccinate them? And I was like, all of my
Obviously.
chicken experience tells me we don't need any of that. But I did it because I'm a good chicken mom this time around.
Do you think that when you buy them at the feed store, they're vaccinated
I have
already?
no fucking idea. It was like $1. So I was like, yeah.
Per
let's-
chick?
No. Like total.
They're like, we'll use the same syringe.
I'm sure they're just going to like put it in food in there and they'll be like, they'll all eat it. You know? Because also, where would you put a needle on a baby chick? They are 1 day old.
Honestly, I don't have the answer for any of that.
I don't either. I don't think there's a needle small enough.
I don't think there's a world in which a chick can be poked.
No, not so delicately.
You know, I think you're right.
Anyway.
You're right. Okay, so you want me to hit you with my goddamn?
Yeah, I do.
My goddamn is that life has been really fucking hard, and I am super excited because I have a 4-day weekend. Right meow.
Hell yeah.
And it's Father's Day weekend. Hey, shout out to all the fathers out there.
Oh,
What's up, you
Happy
hardworking
Father's
motherfuckers?
Day.
Not only do you have to deal with us fucking just shaming you every 5 seconds and telling you how lucky you are to live in a world that just
We have-
tailors to you,
Yeah.
but you also have to sometimes deal with marker shits where you wipe your ass and it keeps sticking.
What?
What are other things guys have to deal with?
I mean, everyone has to deal with that. That's a human problem.
I feel like that's more of a guy problem. You got marker shits
I've
all the
had
time?
some sticky shits. We don't have to get into them, though. But I mean,
I just feel like guys always just have shit on their asshole.
ooh,
Don't you think?
no.
That's gotta be.
I feel like we're learning things.
About Lee? I don't actually know the state of his asshole.
You're like, let's see it.
Not concerned at all. But if I had to guess, it's got to be caked in shit.
Ugh, I hope not.
Every guy, for
You
sure.
would
Have
smell
you
it.
ever heard of a dude pon? I think is what they're called.
A what?
It's like a dude's tampon, and I guess some larger
A man pond.
A man pon. I was
Yeah,
like
I've
a
heard that.
dude pon. That doesn't go well at all. But anyway, that's the off brand. That's like the Target brand if you want the cheaper ones. But some guy, I guess, would always roll up toilet paper and shove it in his ass cheeks because he was getting so much butt sweat.
Well, that was Ari Shafir.
Was it?
Yeah, and he did it because he had hemorrhoids, and they would bleed, and he would
Nope,
leak
different
shit.
guy. Different guy. Some guy branded this shit. I don't know if it's the same dude pon.
Oh yeah. No, he
Because
just
mine
did
was a
toilet
fat
paper,
guy that was
and
like,
he
I
was
just sweat all the time.
Yeah, no, he didn't. His wasn't the branded.
His was for blood.
He was
this
like, this
guy
is
was
a
for
medical
sweat.
emergency, and then
Yeah.
he shoved toilet paper up there until
Listen.
his friends shamed him enough to go to the doctor. I think.
Evidently, guys are shoving toilet paper up their ass. So you got to deal with that.
Okay. Yeah.
They got so many things to deal with.
Yeah.
So enjoy your day, fathers.
Yeah.
You have to deal with getting kicked in the balls on
Just
accident.
the one.
On accident from your children.
You
What
got
else
to deal
do-
with having a job to provide for people that you have born
Mm-hmm.
your
Yeah.
children.
You have to balance being stern, but also not too stern.
I thought you were going to say checkbooks. So I was like,
I don't know. I'm trying to make it seem like,
yeah.
where
You
you're-
got to discipline when needed.
Yeah. And you also have to please the wife because happy wife, happy life.
You
Must be
know?
hard out there in the trenches.
You guys are living it rough.
Somebody has informed me that when I compliment people, I come off as very condescending. And so
This whole thing feels condescending.
I was trying really hard.
Look how good you're doing.
Nice work. No, honestly. Happy Father's Day, guys.
Honestly, though, happy Father's Day.
Okay, so anyway, Father's Day this weekend, and
Uh-huh.
Lee and I are going to go see a Padres game, and we're staying downtown, so we're going to have like couples night together. Couples night, just me and him, like
That's
mom and dad night.
So fun.
Date night is what
I'm
they call it.
so jealous.
I know, I'm so excited. And it's going to be overnight, and we got childcare the whole goddamn time.
Ooh, baby.
I'm so excited.
Ugh,
Can't wait.
that sounds so fun. What
I
a
know.
good trip.
I
Hopefully
know.
the Padres fucking turn out for you this
Hopefully, maybe.
this time.
We'll
Whatever.
see.
For all
Honestly,
the dads. The Padres. The dads.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. The Padres for Father's Day. God, you crushed the
Wow,
pun. Make
yeah.
sure he knows.
I will let him know. Also, don't tell him that this is going to happen or might happen, but I may or may not work with somebody who is dating the person who like puts you on the Jumbotron. So she gave me her number and she was like, text me your seat numbers and I'll get you on the Jumbotron. So like, I'm just, the best mother in the world. I'm going
Oh.
to get us on the Jumbotron if I remember when I'm drunk.
MG. I'm going to watch that game just for that.
and we're doing a tour of the stadium before.
Ooh, girl.
I went all out for this motherfucker.
Wow, you really did. Because
Yeah.
you're going to be like, this is awful.
You think so?
It's not great.
Have you done it?
I've done a tour at Fenway.
I don't even know what the fuck Fenway is.
Red Sox, Boston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
it's a baseball park. And they're
Yeah.
like, anyway, do you want to walk around the entire thing?
Oh, Lee's always wanted to do this. He's super excited.
That's what I mean. Good
Yeah.
for him. Like,
Yeah.
that's really nice.
He's
that
like,
you did that
oh,
for
maybe
him."
we'll see the players warming up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. It'll be right before the game.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. I'm just gonna be drunk. So
That sounds fun. And you're staying downtown?
Yeah.
Girl.
Maybe I'll take a little bump from my bump stick.
Yeah, are you going to be close?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, walking distance?
Mm-hmm.
Girl. That'll be so fun.
I know. I'm so excited.
Maybe you'll take a little bump from your bump stick. Maybe you need
I
to
was
carry it
thinking,
around
like-
with you.
Yeah, I was thinking like before the tour, instead of drinking, maybe I'll take a little bump from the bump stick. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then get smashed. Because, I mean, I got a whole day ahead of me.
You have, the world is your oyster.
I'm so fucking excited. I hope it doesn't go too fast.
I know, right? I'm already sad it's almost over.
Exactly.
Oh, that'll be so fun.
I know. I'm looking forward to it. So
So
that's my
exciting.
goddamn.
Nice. I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
enjoy myself, goddammit.
God damn it.
Motherfucker.
Let's do it.
Oh. You want to hear my murder story?
I want nothing more.
All right. This week, I'm going to tell you about Geraldine Cornwell Martin.
Those are some old ass names.
Yeah, she's from the 70s.
Okay. Okay.
So, actually, what's a fun fact is that is my grandmother's name, Geraldine.
Geraldine?
Mhm.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh. See? Old person name. If anyone is named Geraldine, what's up?
Sup?
Can I call you Jerry?
I think we should bring it back. Just like
I think I mean, old names are coming back.
I know.
Like Eleanor or whatever.
Yeah. Eleanor Rigby. Who's the lady I was thinking of? Gladys. That's like my favorite name, Gladys.
With a Y or an I?
Why?
Because I wanted to know. I'm sorry.
You wanted to know what? Oh. I didn't do it. Do you want me to?
No.
Why?
You did. You said why. I said
Aw.
because I wanted to know.
Oh.
But also, I was genuinely curious if it was a Y or an I. I didn't mean to do the dad joke. It was an accident that came out of my face.
I get it. I thought you were setting me up to say why, but you did.
I did.
You
It
did.
was unintentional.
But I didn't even catch that one. I was a step behind, and I was like, I didn't even feed into your stupid joke. You're like, yeah, you did.
What are you even talking about?
You're dumb. Yeah. Anyway, so now you know. It was with a Y.
I like it.
Okay, so Geraldine.
Uh-huh.
Now, I got a majority, if not all of this information from a magazine article called AY Magazine, written by Janice Jones, and was kind of hard to find information on this case, so I wanted to give, fucking credit to Janice Jones for all her goddamn work. So if you want more information, go read her articles in my sources of the show notes.
Hell yeah.
All right, so here we go. Geraldine. It's February 1975. Let me set the scene.
Okay, paint the picture.
Painting the picture. We have no idea what happened in Geraldine's younger years because, like I said, hard to find information. But
She just arrived in
she-
1970 something.
poof, there she is, a 28-year-old woman.
Boom,
And
college.
she's living in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Ooh, love it.
Yeah. And she works at a local attorney's office.
Oh, she's smart.
She real smart. She was
Okay.
also very outgoing and very attractive, and she loved to sing, and she would always sing along to like the Supremes and shit.
Aw.
And she was constantly falling in and out of love. Like, she was the kind of gal who fell in love quick and then fell out of love quickly.
Okay.
She had actually been married and divorced twice by this time in her life.
Ooh, she's sowing her wild oats.
Fuck yeah. And at this point, she's like, I'm just going to live my best fucking life. So, deuces.
Not gonna settle for shit.
That's right.
Girl knew her worth in 1970 something.
And I love this journey for
I
her.
do too.
Go for her.
I do too.
She was also attending evening art classes at the time.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was like related to like a university or something, or if it was just like, hey man, I'm just gonna fucking do this paint and sip thing before
Yeah.
they added the sip. Sorry about it, Jerry.
Right? Aw. Well, that's super fun. She was like, I'm going to take up a hobby.
Yeah, so she's going to this art class, and it is the evening of February 5th, which was a Wednesday,
By the way,
1975.
it's
and
always a Wednesday.
It's always a Wednesday. She was at this art class, and she decided that she was going to leave early because she had plans to go meet up with a friend for dinner.
Okay.
Now, before leaving the art class, she's like, hey, it's before cell phones. So she calls from her class and she's like, hey, I'm going to leave here and I'll meet you at the restaurant in 20 minutes. And her friend's like, cool, deuces, see you there. So she walks out into the below freezing temperatures of Tulsa, Oklahoma in the early February days.
Ooh. Yeah. That's got to be
And-
cold, right?
Yep. And she, goes off into the night to go meet her friend.
Okay.
So her friend is sitting there waiting for her at dinner and waits for a really long time. 20 minutes comes and goes, and Jerry's still not there.
Uh-oh.
Everybody called her Jerry, so I'm going to start calling her Jerry.
I love that.
Yeah, so Jerry's still not there, and her friend's getting really concerned. Like, this is not fucking like her.
Yeah.
She's always on time. Always
She
says-
literally just called me, said she's on her way.
Exactly.
Not good.
Exactly. So I don't know how long the friend waited before calling the cops.
Okay.
And to the cops' credit, they jumped on this shit right away. They were like, uh-oh, let's go.
Also, so did the friend.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's legit.
That's a good fucking friend.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, I guess I got stood up.
Yeah, that's literally what I would think. Well, okay, so that's what I would think. But if she called, like, right as she's leaving the class, like, anyway, I'm on my way, then I wouldn't. I'd be a little concerned.
Yeah, if she didn't, though, and you'd
Yeah.
be like, oh, maybe she forgot.
Yeah, if it was, like, that morning, like, you want to get lunch later? Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah. I might be like,
yeah.
oh, well, she probably forgot or something came up or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the friend gets the cops involved. The cops are like, yeah, that's fucking fishy. And so they go looking for Jerry, and they obviously go to her last known location, which is the art class.
Mm-hmm.
It was in that parking lot or close to the art class where they found her Volkswagen was parked, and none of her belongings were inside. Like, it looked like she had just, like, pulled up to park at the class. Like, she never got into her car to leave.
To leave? Okay.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
And so immediately the police are like, she just got snatched up in the night in this parking lot. That's fucking bad. That's
was it
not good.
snowing? Could they find tracks?
I
There's
don't know
probably
if
a
it
lot
was
of
snowing.
tracks, I guess.
Does it
It's
snow in February?
I'm sure. I have no idea.
So out of the loop on the weather thing. They live in fucking San Diego.
Weather patterns.
Yeah, exactly. I don't fucking know
I don't either.
what the weather was like, other than it was fucking cold. Okay, so
Okay, we are not tracking her. Got it.
We're not. There's no footprints in the sand.
Got it.
Snow, whatever. Now, the police get a description from her friend of Jerry, and they put out a bolo, and they describe her as 5'7" with brown hair, blue eyes, and she was last seen wearing slacks, a green sweater, and a beige coat.
Ooh, cute.
So from the get-go, the police were like, no, we're dealing with a missing persons case, but like this shit doesn't, like, people don't just fucking disappear in the middle of parking lots and not turn up with a bad outcome.
Yeah, like they weren't
Like-
expecting to find her.
Yeah, like they're
Well.
thinking she's gonna be injured or harmed
Oh.
or something. They're
Yeah.
not gonna pull through. They think they're dealing with a homicide. The following day, after she was reported missing, Geraldine's purse was found along the side of the Broken Arrow Expressway.
Ooh, okay.
And inside of her purse were her keys and her glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess nothing else.
Okay.
Like her wallet wasn't there.
Yeah.
Then-
Then things that someone taking a purse might not need.
Yeah, they're like, fuck these keys, fuck these glasses.
I don't know where the car is. Keys are useless.
Exactly.
Not my prescription. Also useless.
I have fucking 20/20 vision, bitch. I don't need this shit. Sorry for the hard B.
What are these, cat eye? They don't fit my face.
I'm a man.
We think.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. All right, now, the police receive a tip the same day that they find the purse that some man had just gone into a department store and tried to purchase some shit using Jerry's card, and that the card had blood on it.
Ew.
And so the clerk was like, this is not okay.
It's just sliding everywhere. Can you wipe it off?
I don't know if it was like a little bit of blood or a lot of bit of blood,
I mean, if it was enough to notice,
right? And or whose blood it was. Like maybe he had a hangnail.
why would... Ew. Ugh. Why would he not try to, like,
Wipe,
wipe
Like-
it off?
huff it and
Yeah.
shine it.
Or just, like, run it under a drinking fountain or a sink.
I mean, maybe this dude isn't in the right mind anyway because he's
That's
trying
fair.
to use somebody's fucking...
Bloody card.
Yeah. So the department clerk is like, nope, hard pass, and calls the cops, and homie deuces out
Oh, shit.
and does not get his purchased items.
Do we know what he was purchasing?
No idea. I wish I
Motherfucker.
knew. A fucking department store purchase has to be either something classy or something practical.
It's probably practical in his sense. He's like, I need my man pawns.
Yeah.
I need my shovel. I need
a full-on fucking murder kit.
Yeah, actually, if it's a department store, no, it'll be man pawns at a department store. It's not the off-brand.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going top notch.
Yeah, you're not getting.
Also,
the
I'm
dude
going to go ahead and
pawns.
get me some light blue perfume.
Oh,
What's that shit called?
Yeah, Dolce.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like light blue, UV light blue, like the vodka.
Oh my God. I haven't had that in so long. Probably since your fucking bachelorette party.
Probably.
Ugh. Now listen.
Listening.
The cops come and they miss the guy, right? He gets away. They also get a call moments later, or the same day, that this same man had tried to cash a check, or actually did successfully cash a check under Jerry's name. It was Jerry's check at a bank that was for $98.
Ooh, okay.
And on the check, this man signed it Jerry with a J instead of a G. So misspelling her name.
How did he fuck that up?
Like the name is on the fucking check, bro.
That's what I'm thinking.
Do a little spot check.
And all you have, unless you like fucking talked to her before, where you're like, oh, your name's Jerry, and you just guess, all you have is her IDs, her cards, her whatever, where it's written.
Right?
That's all
With
you've
a
seen
G.
is written. Yeah.
Actually, that's a good point because at some point the police are like, I mean, maybe it's somebody who knew her, and that's why they spelled it with a J, like not really looking at the name on the check, but just only knew her by like acquaintance or whatever, and just
every
signed
time
it.
you've heard Jerry, it's with a J.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Dumb. Not you, the person who did it.
Fucking
Just to be clear.
idiot.
Yeah, fucking idiot. It's just so fun to say. If you're alone right now, say it. It feels so good.
It feels so good.
You got a hard fucking.
Yeah, you gotta really make it pop. You know,
Mhm, yeah.
you're really good at it.
Good word.
I gotta practice more.
Poppin'. Oh, that's good. Pop.
That's what we have these screens for.
Okay, I'll stop. the bank tellers, now this guy's gone at this point, and the bank tellers are like, don't worry, I can give you a fucking full goddamn description of this man.
Yeah.
And they do. And the police have a composite drawn up based off of that description. And they publish shit to the media, and people start pouring in with tips. Like, I fucking know this guy.
Oh, shit.
But every tip is a dead end. Like, they go
Oh.
check it out, and it's not that person.
Yeah.
So then eventually the FBI is like, hold my fucking drink. I'll take care of this. And they have a better composite drawn, and they publish that out. I don't know if it's fucking
okay.
3D or like trimmed his eyebrows. I don't know.
They're like, this guy worked at the zoo for like 10 years. He can draw a face like it's nobody's business.
A caricature.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. Also, do you want me to spell your name out of animals?
What was his most prominent feature? His nose. Got it.
Did he have any moles or buck teeth?
I'm going to make those extra hairy.
Oh my God, probably. All right. Now listen, they get the best caricature zoo drawer in the world. They they fly him in from fucking
The San
Philly.
Diego Zoo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, from Philly.
I don't know. Does Philly have a good zoo?
I don't know.
Hey, Philly, let us know what your zoo's like. But yeah, at least San Diego Zoo.
Yeah.
They fly him into Tulsa, and they're like, hey, man, check out his
We're going to need
features.
you to work on this guy's fucking teeth.
Yeah.
His upper lip shading.
Yeah. Make it more like scummy.
Definitely had more of a scummy vibe.
Mm-hmm. And the tips continue to pour in even after the FBI, but again, none of them lead anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And Gerald and Jerry's friends and family were able to pull together their money, and they came up with $1,000, and they offered that as a reward for her safe return in the event that maybe somebody had kidnapped her
Oh, that's so sad.
and they were looking for a ransom or something, because like if this guy is the killer, he just tried to cash a $98 check, so like $1,000.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
Fucking sign me up.
$98. You won't believe what I have in store for you.
That's right, baby. So they offer the ransom or the reward, and nobody ever claims it.
Mm-hmm.
Bummer.
Mega bummer.
Damn it. And 19 days later, after she had gone missing, construction workers who were working on an apartment in Tulsa, they discover Jerry's nude body in a closet of one of the apartments on the second floor.
Do they know if she was kept there?
I don't think so, but I have no evidence to prove whether or not they think she was kept there. I think the idea is that she was swooped up and murdered the same day. Like, I don't know her the day of her death.
Okay.
But
But they weren't like, she was kept for fucking 10 days or
Oh
something.
God, I hope not. That would be awful.
Yeah.
That would be so terrible. But it is February and it's cold
Mm-hmm.
and it's only 19 days. So
She could have been preserved.
Yeah, like I don't think they found like decaying remains or anything, because I'm going to tell you what they discovered. When they found her, she was in the closet. Her clothes were laying next to her, like the same ones that were in her description of like what she was last seen wearing. And she had a cord still wrapped around her neck.
Oh,
and
God.
it was compressed so tightly that her neck was half the size of its original shape.
Oh, my God.
I know.
That's awful.
That's fucking terrible. Like,
That's
how
like-
tight?
Almost decapitation, isn't it?
I guess. Shit.
Oh, that's really sad.
They performed an autopsy, and it revealed that she had been raped and had suffered blunt force trauma to her face,
Oh, God.
and that her breast had been mutilated post-mortem.
Okay.
Additionally, her killer kept a little trophy and took her fucking nipple with him.
Oh, her nipple.
Yeah, he took it, and he was like, this one's mine.
Oh,
This one is mine.
that's so gross.
I don't know why people keep stealing things from, like, trophies from their victims that, like,
Could decompose.
yeah, like, aren't gonna stick around.
Oh, do you think he tried to
Preserve it? I don't know. You know, how do you feel about tan and hide? You know, you good at it?
Just throw it in some
It's a
salt.
common knowledge. Don't put it in salt. That'll be a raisin. You can't just put that shit in there.
I mean, it already kind of is a raisin.
I guess we don't know the size of the nipples we're talking.
That's true.
It's very insensitive.
That's fucked up. But it was like the 70s, so maybe Boy Scouts were like more prominent and everybody kind of knew how to like
Common knowledge.
preserve stuff.
I don't know. Nipples were saved.
Okay, gross, awful, terrible.
I know.
Don't like it.
Now, they were able to
It's
find...
like a fucking challenge coin in the military.
No, you stop that right now. Just flipping it around. Ding.
Or spin it.
Oh, no. Not like a top.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
This one's weight isn't evenly distributed.
Mm-mm.
Oh, man. All right. So samples were taken from her body, and they did find, like, foreign DNA. But at this time, DNA is just DNA. And so they don't know much about it. And they put it in fucking storage. Like,
We'll get to this later.
yeah, fucking Exhibit A.
Yeah. Okay.
So about another month goes by, and in April of that same year, someone is driving along the road when they discover a body on the side of the road
Uh-oh.
in a town that's just southwest of Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
They call the cops, and the remains are identified as 16-year-old Marion Hope Rosenbaum.
Mm.
She was found completely nude except for a necklace and a bracelet. 16, man.
That sucks.
She had been stabbed 65 times.
65 times?
And one of the stabs was in her neck, and it was so severe that it basically decapitated her. This poor woman.
Oh, God.
Girl, like, she's barely a woman. We don't even
She's
know.
not a woman.
We
She's
don't
16.
even know
We don't even know?
if she's a woman. Isn't it when you get your moon blood?
Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, has she not flowered yet?
Precisely.
Ugh.
I said precisely with the last
Yeah.
snot in my mouth. It's not snot. Spit. There
you
we go. Okay. Also, Marion's breast had been mutilated similarly to, like, Jerry's case.
Mm-hmm.
And then a few months later in
Was
August...
her nipple taken?
I don't know. I
Oh.
think so, because I'm pretty sure we're dealing with, like, a thing, you know?
Uh-huh.
But I didn't write it down, and I can't remember.
Okay.
So then a few months later, and I feel like if it was in the article, I would have written it down.
right.
Right? Like, that's not something you skim over. Anyway, took another nipple. I won't mention that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
for sure.
now
I'm
he's
gonna
got
say
a full
something.
set. Sorry.
I mean, are you going for human or cat? Depends on what the design is. Now, a few months later in August, another woman is found by the name of Suzanne Oakley, and she was 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And she was found 200 yards off of a jogging trail that ran along the Arkansas River in Tulsa.
Okay.
Okay, Suzanne had been strangled with her bra. She had been beaten and raped and stabbed as well.
Oh, God.
So police are like, I'm pretty sure we got a serial killer on our hands because these are all very similar deaths and there's a lot of boob stuff going on. Somebody's got an MO.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, in Texas and Oklahoma and Colorado, police started getting calls that, like, their farm, like people's farm animals and pets and shit were turning up dead and they were, like, mutilated and
Oh, God.
tortured and shit. So they're kind of suspicious that maybe they're dealing with, like, a serial killer. Like, it's all the same person committing these crimes, not only against, like, humans, but, like, perhaps in animals. But this isn't in Tulsa, but they're kind of like, that's weird that, like,
Yeah.
all
like
of these
nearby.
places. Yeah.
Was the animal things after the people?
It was all during the same year.
Okay.
So all of 75, those murders happened.
Uh-huh.
And the animals were popping up dead left and right. And so the police, I mean, in Colorado alone, they had like 200 calls, 200 different calls about like cattle being murdered and shit.
God.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
I feel like that's a lot. I said it very confidently. Like, I know the cow murder ratio in our state, in any state.
It feels like a lot.
If 200, I mean, if you're not doing it for slaughterhouse reasons, if you're just like,
did one a day,
that's a busy year.
that's a busy year.
Do you get weekends off?
Maybe that's what it is.
52,
He's like,
104.
Only kill on weekdays.
There's 104 weekends in a month, in a year. Yeah.
That's what it would be left, right? Then
Yeah,
roughly,
basically, that's
almost
weekends
one
off.
a day.
God damn it, motherfucker. He's killing a day. All right. So they start to suspect, like, for sure we have a serial killer on our hands.
Ugh,
And they already suspected that with
the boob
Jerry
stuff.
originally. They were like, this isn't somebody's first murder.
Yeah. That's so scary.
Then, just as soon as all of these murders happened, they stopped. They abruptly stopped,
Ooh.
right? And the lead detective assigned to Jerry's case, his name was Detective Huff. He spent 27 years of his career trying to solve these serial killings.
Oh, shit.
And he continued to run into dead ends until 2002.
Okay. He's still working the fucking case in 2002?
He's walking the beat.
He's not retired yet?
Not yet.
Oh, wow.
Mm-mm.
Wow. Good for him. All
I
right.
know.
Let's hear it. What's he
So
got?
it's November in 2002, and
Okay.
Detective Huff gets a call from another detective located in El Cajon, California.
I know that place.
I know that place too. I used to live there at one point in time.
Oh, shit.
So-
It's the asshole of San Diego.
It is a little different, but I nonetheless lived there.
I worked there. I frequented there.
Yeah, you did work there.
Yeah.
Now, this California detective had been working several cold cases, and he just happened to find a bunch of burglary and homicides that linked to a suspect, like he found his suspect, by the name of Clyde Carl Wilkerson.
Wilkerson, huh?
Wilkerson.
Clyde.
Clyde had worked as a long-haul truck driver,
Oh.
so perhaps he could go state to state pretty frequently killing cows. And
that
people-
provides the means and opportunity.
Indubitably.
Mm-hmm.
And this detective had created an entire timeline where Clyde had worked and lived and aligned all of those places and times with crimes that occurred at the same time. And it like fucking mapped out perfectly.
Oh, shit.
So he was like, I'm
This
pretty
guy's
sure.
Pretty fucking suspicious.
Exactly. And the detective was able to prove Clyde's guilt in the El Cajon murder cases that he was running using Clyde's DNA. So the El Cajon detective was trying to solve his own shit, and he was able to prove that Clyde was guilty of those crimes. And then he still took it a step further and was like, hey, P.S. other states.
Like, where else you been
yeah,
with
like
murders linking up in the
he's
same
like,
time frame?
you didn't you were a truck driver, so you had to be all over the fucking U.S. So he literally mapped out his path, and then he would call each like detective, whatever, in that area and be like, hey, just so you know, this guy was found guilty in my shit, and he was in
in your state.
in
this
your
time.
state, and the crime matches his MO. You might want to look into him. And he was actually able to solve a lot of cases this way.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So this California detective calls Detective Huff and is like, hey, P.S., these murders, these unsolved murders that you have align perfectly. So I think I have your guy. You're going to want to test his DNA with any DNA you might have on any of those cold cases. And remember, in Jerry's case, they were able to save some DNA.
Ooh.
And lo and behold, it was fucking Clyde. It was a perfect match.
Now, where's Clyde at?
27 years fucking later. Clyde. Okay, let me tell you where Clyde is. Well, Clyde gets put in prison for the other murders in El Cajon. So at this point, we're just trying to piece together who the fuck he's killed
Yeah.
to like give some family some peace, but he's already in prison.
Oh, good.
So they get a positive match, and Jerry's father happened to still be alive, but it literally killed, like, his whole life. It ruined him to lose his baby girl.
I bet.
And he basically was a shell of who he used to be. And he was literally in a facility laying on his deathbed when the detectives came in and said, like, hey, we got the guy. So he got to know who murdered his baby girl before he died.
That poor man.
I know. So it's believed that Clyde may have murdered up to 15 other people.
Oh my gosh.
All of the torture/mutilation cases that popped up during that time frame almost match perfectly with where he would have been at that time, like I was saying. Clyde's record started out with multiple break-ins and thefts, but it escalated to murder pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wow.
like, now I'm going to tell you his past shit, right? Like, so
Okay.
he had a past
Yeah.
before he murdered those 3 girls in
Yeah.
Tulsa. In 1965, Cheryl Burnett was raped by Clyde, and then he used a curtain with a cord to strangle her
What the fuck?
while her infant son slept in the room right next to her.
Oh, baby.
I know. And then when she was dead, he covered her face with women's underwear that wasn't hers.
Ew.
Like he brought it.
Rude.
And then he went through all of her things, like rifled through everything. And then he pulled out some like last rite candles and placed them around her body. And then he inserted one of the candles into her vagina and then fled the scene.
What the fuck?
I don't know. But when I read that, I was like, I did this case already because that happened in one of my earlier cases. But that shit was in a church. I don't know what the fuck is going on. That's
What
some
the
weird
fuck?
ass shit. And how you gonna light a candle? Like, it's just fucking weird.
That's real weird.
Super
Were
weird.
they lit? He lit them?
I don't know. I'm guessing. You're not gonna just place a candle and walk away, right?
Yeah.
He's not gonna light the one in the hoo-ha.
It probably wouldn't light for long if it did light.
and catch the place on fire.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with people.
Oh, God. I hate that.
But in all of these cases, like, DNA was able to prove that he did this shit.
Oh, wow.
So 2 weeks after that, he broke into an El Cajon apartment and he found 62-year-old Louis Mercer and his 57-year-old wife, Lola. Clyde used a wrench to hit Louis over the head over 20 times.
Oh, my God.
And then he began to attack Lola. She started screaming and her neighbors heard and came running.
Oh,
And
shit.
Clyde fucking booked it because he was getting caught and he got away.
Did Louis die?
Yeah, Louis eventually died from the head trauma,
Oh.
and Lola survived, but she suffered severe brain damage from the attack.
Oh, my God.
So life forever changed,
Yeah.
and I don't know what the
Well,
fuck
your
he was
fucking
doing.
partner is gone.
I know. I'm thinking he was like going to break in and didn't think anybody was going to be there or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or maybe he was just like, fuck it, let's kill some people.
Oh, God.
But in July of 1965, Clyde broke into the La Mesa home of a woman who worked as a nurse, and he began to attack her, but she survived, and a nearby neighbor had heard the commotion and wrote down Clyde's license plate as he drove away.
Oh, my God.
So, like, she was screaming, whatever. He probably fucking fled because he was like, God damn it, she's being loud. And the neighbor looks out the window and sees some guy driving away, writes down the license plate.
Wow.
They report she survives, right? So she reports this to the police. The police are able to trace the license plate back to him,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets 5 years in prison for that attack.
What?
But at this time, the police don't realize that he's a murderer. They just
Yeah.
get him on rape.
Yeah.
Then in January of 1976, Clyde raped a young woman at knife point after she had stopped at a phone booth in Judsonia, Arkansas.
Oh, God.
He had let her live, interestingly, and she gave police a detailed description of her attacker.
Just like, yeah, I won't say anything. Anyway.
Yeah, let me
This
talk.
Motherfucker.
I have fucking deets I need to share.
Yeah.
And because of those deets that she shared, the police caught him.
Oh, wow.
He served 8 years for that attack before he was paroled and then eventually reincarcerated for violating that parole several times.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. In total, he spent 15 years of his life in prison for all of those crimes before he even got caught for murder.
Holy
so
shit.
he was well acquainted with the police.
Yeah.
And they never suspected him of actually murdering
And they're
anybody.
like crazy that all those murders stop when he's in prison.
I know, and this was before the time of like, lick this stick, I'm going to put it in the CODIS database, and we're going to see if you did anything else.
Yeah.
I don't know if you actually lick a stick or if they swab your cheeks, but licking a stick sounded more fun.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely a cheek swab.
Yeah,
all right.
100%.
It's definitely not licking a stick, but
Whatever. In a majority of the murder cases, Clyde would keep the women's nipples as trophies. So this
hate
was his
that.
thing.
it's a shock every time you tell me.
I
don't
it's such a
like
weird
it.
trophy.
Yeah.
I do not get it. At least he didn't make a belt out of them.
He keeps them in like a pouch.
It must, a little coin purse.
They like jingle when they're
They're all dry
dried
and
out.
crusty.
Yeah.
That's gross. That's nasty.
I'm sorry.
Somebody's like, what are that, pepperonis?
Oh.
Was that a salami?
Ugh.
All right, guys, we deal with it. We deal with trauma through laughter
Yeah. Uncomfortable laughter.
and insensitive jokes.
Insensitive jokes.
All
Sorry.
right, so just a fun fact, the way that the police got his DNA when they zeroed in on him, when they were like, oh shit, we're pretty sure we got our guy, he worked at a company for a while, a like trucking company, right? He was a long haul trucker, and I guess he licked envelopes. I don't know if he was like helping send out mailers or
It's
some
like,
shit.
this is actually my favorite part of the job.
Yeah. Can you get the mint ones next time?
Do they have flavored ones?
Well, have you ever licked an envelope? Sometimes it's like a little minty or something.
I have not licked an envelope in like, I don't know, 10, 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do it. It fucking grosses me out.
Really?
Yeah, I make Brandon do it. He's my official envelope licker.
Sometimes they have like a mint. I don't know what it's like, a peppermint, spearmint. I don't know. Other times it's just like,
Glue.
yeah, it's never good.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, we really shouldn't be licking glue.
Honestly,
It's kind of weird.
we could just get a wet sponge
Yeah, it's
or a
kind of
paper
weird.
towel.
It's probably what's intended, and we're like, I've got spit. Use my tongue.
Ugh, I don't
Anyway.
think so.
You think it was made for licking?
Yeah,
I
I
mean, they
think-
add mint, so it must be.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So anyway.
I get the kind where you pull the fucking strip off
yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
self-adhesive.
Yeah, that is my
Anyway.
go-to also. I'll spend the extra fucking 40 cents.
For the envelopes that I use once a year, maybe.
Yeah. It's like always the oldest fucking box when you pull it out. You're like, we still got some.
Exactly. This is from 1998.
Yeah. They don't even make that hatch pattern anymore. Okay, so that's how they got his DNA.
Wow.
His DNA matched so many of the crime scenes, and he was charged with several counts of murder.
Okay.
When he was arrested, you can tell I was done at this point. I'm like, he just fucking, so many murders. He's arrested.
A whole lot. This motherfucker
Yeah. He
wrapped up the case.
for sure fucking did it. When he was arrested, he was running a meth lab in Benton, Arkansas.
Oh my God. A man of many jobs.
Out of his home.
Well, where else would you run it?
I don't know. In your backyard?
I mean, if you're dabbling in meth, I feel like you don't have like a backyard.
You don't have a lot of equity in property.
Yeah. You don't have a spare building.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm sure.
That's all gone to meth.
I'm sure. But he was 63 years old when they arrested him.
Okay.
So fucking living his
God
goddamn life.
damn,
And it's
yeah.
2002.
He lived a whole ass fucking
He sure as
life.
fuck did. Essentially, he pled guilty to the charges. He was
Yeah.
like, I fucking did that shit. And he got 2 life sentences in prison. And he died
it?
on July 12th, 2016, which was 14 years of prison. So technically, he served less time for those murders than he did all those rapes.
Oh my God.
Close the case. And that is my fucking story.
Jesus.
Isn't that sad?
That's really sad.
There's just a serial killer, a trucker serial killer running around cutting off nipples.
It's also really sad that he got arrested for like aggravated rapes and they're like, don't
Let
do
him
that.
go again.
Yeah,
Give him
like,
5 years.
This is probably fine. And then he gets arrested again and they're like, oh, it won't escalate from here.
And then they give him parole, and then he violates that parole several times.
He definitely won't do it again though.
Yeah, and then he continues to murder people and steal their nipples.
Like, what the fuck?
This nipple stealing motherfucker.
This nipple stealing motherfucker.
I bet his nipples sucked.
His nipple collection? His own nipples? you
Yeah, he probably has an obsession with them. He's like, mine are innies.
mean? Do you think he wears them? Just
Like a
sews them
little
like
coconut bra.
Yeah, like
just
a little bikini.
just try. He probably needed the different sets. Maybe that's
He's
fucking
looking for
weird.
that one, you know? And that's
the-
why he eventually stopped. Was like, I found the perfect set.
Yeah. God damn it.
That's awful.
Yeah, that is awful. We'll just end it there.
Yeah, we should
Anyways,
just end that
so
there.
if you guys want to check out pictures pertaining to my case, go to our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. You name it, we got it. Our handle is at ISGD Podcast. You can email us at isgdpodcast@gmail.com, or you can snail mail us at
P.O. Box 2764, Spring Valley, California, 9197.
9. And we love you. Please subscribe, rate, and review. And we hope that you're having a wonderful day and that you have a fabulous fucking Father's Day because you guys deserve it.
Yep.
Toodles, noodles.
Bye.